Good evening, I am Melissa Khan with your Monday, January 18th edition of News in Depth. First up, Henry's family not satisfied with the murder charges instituted by the police against 3 men. Here's that report.
Family members of the murdered Henry cousins, Joel and Isaiah, are questioning the police now that 3 men have been charged for the brutal murders. Speaking with reporters hours after the accused men, Anil Sanchara, Vinod Gopal and Akish Singh, were arraigned in court, the family said they were left in the dark on the investigation until Thursday. The family is not buying the confession story and want the police to come with some evidence.
And even if these boys did the act as they say, it have to get a mastermind behind of it. And even self, we are not content because we don't want to just air a confession. We need the bar, we need the cutlass, we need the bicycle, we need the bag, and the rest of things. Because without those things, we don't have evidence. And if them say they do it, then let them bring it forward. You understand? And we even want to see the crime scene. We are not satisfied. I believe this is wrapped in a nutshell. And nobody gonna make us a monkey suit, dressed up in a monkey suit. Because it's more in the matter, more than the pistol.
We ain't need no confession. Confession indeed is the weakest link. We need evidence. We need evidence. They gotta tell us where they murdered these boys. As a matter of fact, they gotta carry you. You're not gonna go and carry them and tell them. They have to carry you and show you where they commit this murder. And for 3 persons, it's difficult. The whole world know that. A 3 person can never, ever kill these 2 young boys. Because I know for sure. We went to doctor. Doctor tell you. He was discussing about stress and these things. What could make the stress upon your life? He said that your body is so sensitive that anytime anything like a snake or a tiger or anybody attack you, your body built up an energy to defend itself. And I know, never ever in history, these 2 little boys here with them 2 cats. Furthermore, I don't know where these guys come from, where they find these 3 boys from. I never see these 3 boys. But if these 3 boys did commit the act, they need to come with some evidence.
2 of the suspects professed their innocence to the crime to members of the media. The Henrys are saying they are not satisfied.
He never crossed Bobby Sugar Bridge.
The next one say get collect with ganja, then tell he going at the station for ganja. When he meet there, they say something happened at the back dam. They telling he know what happened to back dam, so he have to say. The boy say he didn't know here nothing about it, he don't know nothing about that. So me and accepting that, they gotta come better than that they gotta come.
Sorry,
the president promised us that he will leave no stone unturned. And Mr. Ali, this stone ain't turned as yet because this is not the killer. And we need the stone to turn as you said will turn. I want all of the stone to turn. And you know and me know that this is not the killer. And Mr. Blanham know to your heart that that is not the Bison killer. Because he and Ali tell us, when we asked him, he said that they have a lead and the lead is good lead. So Mr. Blanham don't come with this and tell me that this is the lead. I ain't accepting junkie lead. None time.
Them 3 man, me underestimate them, but me know me brother, me know me cousin. Them 3 can't defeat them 2 man. You understand? And we want to know who's the boss man that give them the seed and fund them with funds for go and do this cultivation and them thing. We want to know who's the boss man. Because them only telling we about the small fish, we want nobody big fish. One. You understand? This thing is somebody pay them man for take a rap or something. These man can't just, random people can't come from Blackbush, come from Essequibo and just do a murder. Just so. It's somebody had to bring them for do the murder. You understand? crime is lead to crime. Either somebody go there and do business as a crib or something and link these men and bring them up.
Joel and Isaiah's mutilated bodies were discovered on September 6 at Cotton Tree Back Dam on the west coast of Berbice. Both Joel and Isaiah had their spines severed and had chop wounds about their bodies.
More news after this break. Stay with us.
Shh. It's your new secret. The all-in-one weapon for perfecting imperfections and capturing flawless skin. A lot of brands forget women of color or just don't understand that we come in all shades. From caramel to ebony, there's such a range. Iman Cosmetics is for every woman and features a line of skincare products and cosmetics including 16 foundation shades, powder, concealer, lipstick, blush, eyeshadow, highlighter, and BB cream. Visit us at Lot 75 Swamp Section, Rosal Town. That's behind the market. Or call 337-4422 or 688-9249. Shh.
Family violence is violence directed at another family member.
It can be physical, verbal, sexual, and more. Family violence leads to despair, destruction, and death.
It can happen to both men and especially women from any background. Children are especially vulnerable. And the stress and isolation due to the COVID-19 pandemic can increase family violence. Family violence is illegal in Guyana. If you or someone you know is experiencing gender-based violence, family-based violence, or sexual harassment, contact the Women and Gender Equality Commission at 231-5276 or 231-5298.
Or put an anonymous note in the post office boxes at the Guyana Human Rights Commission Building, the Guyana Post Office Corporation, the National Library, the Georgetown Public Hospital, and the University of Guyana.
Karibi rice, from the lush rice fields of Guyana, straight to your home. Karibi rice, our people, our rice.
Let's say now that Chief Justice Roxanne George Wiltshire today dismissed one of the 2 election petitions filed by the APNU AFC, and the coalition said they disagree with the CJS ruling and will appeal the matter. Senior Counsel Roysdale Ford in a late afternoon press briefing following the ruling said Petition 99 was thrown out on the basis that former President David Granger was not served in time.
It follows in her opinion and according to that line of reasoning pursued by the learned Chief Justice, that the failure to file a supplementary affidavit without leave meant that before the court, there was no affidavit service before the court. And the affidavit file did not indicate when Mr. Granger would have been served in compliance with Section 9.5 of the National Assembly Validity of Election Laws. And if the Chief Justice had regard to the affidavit, that it was filled with material inconsistencies. These propositions, we respectfully say, are not reflective of the true state of affairs, firstly in fact, and secondly, the true state of affairs in terms of what is required by the law. The National Assembly Validity of Election Act does not provide any timelines for the filing of an affidavit of service or even a supplementary affidavit of service. The section of the rule simply provides that the affidavit must be filed as soon as reasonably practicable. We find that the conclusion made by the Chief Justice that in fact there was no affidavit of service or that it was filed in an inordinately long time as not reflective of the jurisprudence that existed prior to this case or in respect of the decisions made in other Commonwealth countries. So we are at a point where an important decision has been made by the court in respect of an important case that reflects the polity of this country has been made by the court, and we strenuously disagree with it. We will be filing an appeal to the court, and we expect that appeal will be heard expeditiously, and that this incorrect decision made by the court will be corrected by appeal.
The second petition will be heard on February 12th.
Sexual harassment is any unwelcome act, comment, gesture, or physical contact.
Street harassment is sexual harassment, but it is no joke. A woman's dress or behavior must not cause sexual harassment.
Sexual harassment is unacceptable, unwanted, unfair, and unlawful.
And in our COVID-19 crisis, the risk of violence and sexual harassment is even higher.
If you or someone you know is experiencing gender-based violence, family-based violence, or sexual harassment, contact the Women and Gender Equality Commission at 231-5276 or 231-5298.
Or put an anonymous note in the post office boxes at the Guyana Human Rights Commission Building, the Guyana Post Office Corporation, the National Library, the Georgetown Public Hospital, and the University of Guyana.
Range. Iman Cosmetics is for every woman and features a line of skincare products and cosmetics including 16 foundation shades, powder, concealer, lipstick, blush, eyeshadow, highlighter, and BB cream. Visit us at Lot 75, Swamp Section, Rosal Town. That's behind the market. Or call 337-4422 or 688-9249. Shh.
Caribbean Rice, from the lush rice fields of Guyana, straight to your home. Caribbean Rice, our people, our rice.
Welcome back. Pensioner needs help to rebuild their home. More in this report. A 68-year-old pensioner from Princetown, Quarantine Berbice is desperately in need of your help to rebuild their home, which came crashing down 3 years ago. Marlene Permal is currently living alone. The woman said when it rains, it's a struggle for her.
Yes, I have 4 children, but my one daughter has helped me a little bit, but then I give me nothing. They may ask them like for a donation to help her make my house. Because I'm very poor and me alone stay in here. Some night I sleep in here, some night I sleep on my neighbor, some night I go all just don't know the time like. Because several times people come upon me already and me just fright, get scared like. But daytime I dey inside and nighttime I gone all about like.
Rosie Mohammed, who has been providing humanitarian service across the country, has stepped in and has started the process of rebuilding the woman's home.
Relief will be assisting Auntie Marlene in rebuilding her home. She is asking the public for a donation. We already got some blocks donated to Auntie Marlene, 200 blocks. We need 1,250 blocks to complete the 18 by 20 flat concrete house for Auntie Marlene. We need 26 sheets zinc, steel rod, tree-sling cement, and some other stuff like some wood, sand, red sand, white sand, and 1 ton stone. So if anybody would like to donate towards Auntie Marlene, you can contact us. You're going to be provided with a phone number, or you can call me on 670-6908. Auntie Marlene has been living here her entire life, and 3 years ago her home fell, and during the rainy season she's getting wet in the house, and it's very hard for her to stay here in the night.
Mohammed is encouraging persons who are desirous of making a contribution to the rebuilding of Permal's home to contact her on telephone number 670-6908 or donate to her PayPal account as well. Melissa Khan, News in Depth. And that has brought us to the end of our news for tonight. For these and other stories, visit our website at rdproductiongy.com or our Facebook and Instagram page at Royce and Joyce Production. On behalf of our news team, thank you for joining us, and do join us again tomorrow for more news. Good night.